Hey guys, it's KillSwitch95 and today we're going to look at somewhat of a comparison video. This is a match I had in the 34-3, but this time I'm platooning with two of my friends and they have Type 59s, and if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that I like to compare this a lot to a Type 59. I, of course, don't have a Type 59, that's why I bought one of these. But I'm not going to go over to 34-3 really again. It's mobile enough, armored enough, the gun's punchy enough, and the buffs, especially with matchmaking and the gun handling buffs they've given it over years, makes it actually a really solid buy now. I know Circumflexes did his video of it when they buffed it the last time, and he said that it wasn't really worth it. Honestly, with the matchmaking changes now, and if you've played an Object 430 and like the Object 430, it's kind of worth it because you don't constantly get tier 9 games. Yes, it's a tier 9 game, and it's not as broken as an Object 430 is at tier 9 and tier 10, but at tier 8 with limited matchmaking, it's very similar. So if you're used to something like that, you can make this work a lot. So we're going to go to the one line, try and use some of our gun depression. I got 6.5, they have 7. That's a point for the type. And we're going to try and put down some rounds down here. Now, I noticed quick like that that's a Centurion 7-1. Even with my heat, pinning him in the commander's hatch is a lucky shot from this range, because this thing ain't accurate. 0.4 accuracy, I think my friend said his type has like 0.37, so another point to the type, it's a little bit more accurate, but it's not very accurate either. So I'm thinking I need to try and close the distance. Preferably, I'd like to drive to them, below them, so they don't see me and can't shoot me. So that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to start using the terrain to our advantage to try and close the distance to make this gun really become more effective. Because at close range, a little bit mid-range, it's really good. Anything more than mid-range, you're asking RNGesus to hit your shots for you, because it's not that accurate. I'm not advancing because I noticed there's an STI last spotted in G5, and I'm not sure where he is, and I don't want to just go across an open mound and get shot in the side. I notice he's there, so we're going to move. He's not going to see me. Say the two types might be better at range, but I can't be at range. So I'm going to follow this WZ for a little bit and try and start putting in some damage, because we're like 3 minutes into the game and I've got no damage now. Come on. So I thought about going with the WZ, but then I was like, no, that wouldn't work out. So we're going to snap one into the T-44 here. That was completely luck of the draw. He drew the short stick. I notice my type friends are here and the STI is still over there. I'm going to go down, way down. I notice there's a mound over in front of me that's got those red bushes on it that will put me in between that mound and his gun, so I'll be safe. So I'm going to go after this Waffentrigger. Snap one in and kill him. I notice my two friends in the types are fighting the T-30 and the Centurion. Instead of crawling all the way back up there and getting shot in the ass by the SU, I'm going to focus on the SU. And this is honestly where I think there's some pluses and minuses to the type and the T-34-3 as I dip this shot. You're not always going to be firing your gun, putting your DPM to maximum effect. So if it's a match like this, where if you look at the after game statistics that I'm going to put in the description of the video for Watt replays, you'll see my friends took a lot of shots, but they got like 1200, 1400 damage. whereas I took a lot less shots but got a lot more. I'm thinking this tank is more of those, if you're going to get shots of opportunity, you might as well make them count. And 390 damage is a whole lot better than 250. Which is why it seems there's such a disparity between our damages done, because we were basically on the same flank playing the same game. And this M6 is about to get it. And now see, my friend's going to be reloaded, and he gets to put that shot in. But I'm about to be reloaded, and I put a much bigger shot in. And that's the last shot of damage I'm going to do. The game's over now. But that was it. That was my little comparison game I put myself up to when they said they were going to play Type 59s. And I'm like, all right, I'll play the T-34-3. I'll get to see in the same game how the two tanks compare. And yes, in the after battle results, I ended up with about 2,900, almost 3K damage, and they each ended up respectively with around 12 to 1,300 to 1,400. And they fired a lot more shots than I did. It just makes me think that maybe this tank now, after having years of it's bad all over it, because it was really bad when it first came out, now this tank isn't that bad. It's actually quite good, and I think if it goes into shop again, if you've got a Chinese medium crew, it's definitely worth getting it. Because no, it's not a sniper, but it can brawl. And if you're going to trade, trading for 390 is a whole lot better than trading for 250. And the accuracy of the Type 59 doesn't even make up for it because it's only like 0.37. It's not even that great. So, yeah, I would recommend getting one of these if it comes in the shop again. I'll see you on the next one.